InvestorIdeas.com podcast.
Good morning and welcome to another InvestorIdeas.com podcast, looking at cannabis news, stocks to watch, as well as insights from thought leaders and experts. Today's podcast was sponsored by Kelowna-based Lexaria Bioscience Corporation, trading on the CSE under the symbol LXX and on the OTC as LXRP. Lexaria has developed a new distributive drug delivery platform, Dehydratech. The company's patented technology changes the way active pharmaceutical ingredients, APIs, enter the body orally. It both masks unwanted tastes and eliminates the need for sugar-filled edibles, reduces the time of onset, the effects are felt within 15 to 20 minutes versus 60 to 120 minutes, it avoids first-pass liver metabolism, and increases bioabsorption by 5 to 10 times. The company's Dehydratech trademark technology is patent protected for multiple APIs, CBD, THC, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs such as ibuprofen, nicotine, and fat-soluble vitamins. Learn more about Lexaria at www.lexariabioscience.com. Today we will be looking at announcements from Aphria Incorporated, trading on the TSX as APH and the US OTC as APHQF, Emblem Corporation, trading on the TSX Venture as EMC, LVWL Canada Incorporated, trading on the TSX Venture as LVWL, Koyos Beverage Corporation, trading on the CSE as KBEV and the OTC as SNOVF, and Tetra Biopharma Incorporated, trading on the TSX Venture as TBP and the OTCQB as TBPMF. First, looking at Aphria Incorporated, who today announced that it completed its largest international shipment of cannabis oil to date to Australian medical life science company MedLab Clinical Limited. The shipment is part of the previously announced agreement between Aphria and MedLab, in which Aphria produces and supplies high-yield cannabis extracts for MedLab to use in a human trial to test the management of intractable pain in oncology patients, the first trial of its kind globally. For the purposes of the clinical trial, Aphria has provided a high CBD cannabis oil and a high THC cannabis oil, both of which were designed specifically for MedLab. Once at MedLab, the products are then combined with MedLab's patented medicine delivery system, NanoCell. MedLab's clinical trial is posited to provide an effective and efficacious pain therapy targeted at advanced cancer pain that rivals standard opioid use. The product formulation, manufacturing, and final product validation have met the TG093 standards set by the Australian Therapeutic Goods Administration, and permits have been approved by Health Canada. Next, going to Emblem Corporation, who announced today that it signed a non-binding letter of intent to acquire all the issued and outstanding securities of Natura Naturals Incorporated that it does not already own for $25 million in cash, $12.5 million in mortgage financing, and 26 million common shares of Emblem. Based on Emblem's 45-day VWAP of $1.36, the implied transaction value is $76 million, inclusive of Natura shares already owned by Emblem. On completion of the transaction, Emblem will further its aggressive approach for sales growth both domestically and internationally, backed by a robust supply from the Natura greenhouse. Based in Leamington, Ontario, Natura operates a 662,000 square foot licensed greenhouse that is currently undergoing a phased conversion and retrofit that is expected to bring it up to 15,000 kilograms of annualized cannabis production online in 2018. Once completed in 2019, the facility is expected to bring a total annualized cannabis production capacity to approximately 70,000 kilograms per year. The entering into the letter of intent follows Emblem's recently announced $3 million equity investment in Natura and the entering of a 3,000 kilogram per year supply agreement. Next, looking at LVWL Canada Incorporated, who greeted favorably the interest of the Government of Quebec in participating in the financing of its world-class research and innovation center in Litchfield in Pontiac RCM, Quebec. The Government of Quebec, through the Ministry de l'Économie, de la Science et de l'Innovation of Quebec, MASI, and in collaboration with Investissement Quebec, recently sent the company a letter of interest stating that it's open to contributing up to 25% of the overall financing of the project, subject to terms to be determined in the near future. The president of LVWL Canada, Mr. David Rindemonti, expressed his great satisfaction in this offer of collaboration with the Government of Quebec. This is a great step in our quest to develop new therapeutic and medical solutions thanks to a world-class research and innovation center on hemp and cannabis, he said. Next, going to Koyos Beverage Corporation, who announced that its first flavor of its new and improved line of functional cognitive enhancing beverages Pear Guava is now available for purchase. Customers in both Canada and the US can order the drink online from the company's website at www.mentaltitan.com/product/pear-guava. It is also available for purchase through Koyos' largest distribution network, which includes retailers such as Sportlife Distribution, Max Muscle, and soon to be available through Amazon Online. The new formula enhances Koyos' proprietary blend of nootropics by adding superfoods such as lion's mane mushroom, a powerful ingredient recognized by enhancing brain function, which Whole Foods recently listed as a trending ingredient in its annual functional ingredients guide. "We have created the first drink of its kind," said CEO Chris Miller, who founded the company in part because of his own personal experience with a mental health disorder, ADHD. The global brain health market is expected to grow by a continued annual growth rate of 20% to $11.6 billion by 2024, and we are excited to be innovating in the space and creating products that consumers are looking for. Koyos recently launched a wholly owned subsidiary, Cannivated Beverage Co., to develop a line of cannabis-infused brain-healthy drinks for the legal marijuana market. Koyos is also one of the only drinks in the world to infuse its product with MCT oil. MCT oil is derived from the coconuts and has been shown to help the body burn fat more effectively, create lasting energy from a natural food source, produce ketones in the brain, allowing for greater brain function and clarity, support healthy hormone production, and improve immunity. Next, looking at Tetra Biopharma Incorporated, a leader in cannabinoid-based drug discovery and development, today announced that it's received 2 meeting-granted letters from the United States Food and Drug Administration for Type B and C meetings to discuss requirements for obtaining marketing approval under the 505(b)(2) regulatory pathway for its dronabinol adversa trademark mucoadhesive product PPP-002. Tetra, along with its partner Intel Gen X Corporation, is developing this product in the U.S. under the accelerated 505(b)(2) pathway for chemotherapy-induced nausea and vomiting and anorexia and weight loss in people with AIDS, the same indications that have already been approved for Marinol. The 505(b)(2) Specialty Contract Research Organization, Camargo, is guiding the regulatory submissions to the FDA. The corporation is also developing PPP-002 in Canada as an adjunct therapy for opioid reduction in patients with chronic pain. That's all for today's podcast. Potcasts is now a certified word trademark on the blockchain through Cognate Incorporated CM certification. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website, and this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products or services or securities. Investors are reminded all investments involve risk and possible loss of investment.